You could have ever asked for a better opportunity to try and sneak your way out of pools against one of the top seeds. You were able to sneak Villager against Dark Samus.
That's true. Definitely a valid point. A character that actually can kind of challenges Samus is, oh no. You went off stage by mistake. There's a bowling ball for your trouble. And you're taking up so much damage now.
You do now at that bowling ball. Also, one of the best things that Sisqui has, oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah,
Dash cancel off of the like third of the way charge shot. That is gonna kill though. 75% taking him out already.
And that's something we didn't discuss. Villager's forward smash is so good against a character like Samus. A character that wants to use a tether or that up B that normally beats out everything. Jerm is here to play.
Like I said, I haven't seen Jerm in a long time, but I'm glad we are seeing it. Because right now, look at the way Jerm is. Yo, you literally can't box out a shield. You can't do anything. Sisqui is getting pressured, and Samus can't recklessly go for charge shots because once that happens, like, that's for me.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That's a gift. It's not even Christmas.
Look at the way that he's like using the shield, using the rocket hitbox off of the tree, so that if you try to go in, your shield is going to break instantly from the axe, that Lloyd rocket, and the tree. You can't go try to challenge that.
And even the recovery right there, throwing out a rocket and then air dodging behind it to get off the ledge. Jerm is great at punish as well, trying to make this 3 stocks to 2. That was actually a Phantom hit right there. Really fortunate stuff for Sisqui.
Like, Jerm has been reacting to Sisqi's jumps, and he just caught him with the back air. You're going to be forced to have to go low, and you're not going to be able to sneak. Oh, he did sneak by it. He had his jump still set. Okay.
I don't know how Sisqui managed to navigate that obstacle course, but you're back on stage, and that's really what matters.
Yeah, very lucky that was only the single turn of 2. But Sisqui, is struggling to find a neutral win. Jerm up 3 stocks to 1 right now. This is crazy.
This is Sisqui.
Like, there's a reason why my eyes bulged when I saw that it was going to be Villager. Because, like, going up against a good Villager in this matchup can cost you. But what an amazing movement from Sisqui, but instantly tech. And
the rocket
eats the hit!
Oh my gosh. Finally, I was going to say that up B being enough, but it's not. The little boy that could with the balloons. It takes an untaggable hit to actually seal the deal.
I thought
as they approach 200%.
I thought Sisqui faded too far away too on the up B. I thought that was gonna be an SD right there. But down throw forward air. If you can find a down air like right now, oh, he tried for it. Yeah, that could have gotten the game back to even.
And it was needed, but that is good awareness by Sisqui and knowing, hey, this is essentially what I need to do to bring myself back in. By the way, he's still at 8%. He's been at 8% for maybe the last minute.
That's something? Oh, wow, okay. Made one mistake. It took 52 unchecked. One single mistake on that second jab. That's why you never press jab 2 on Samus.
Wow. Or against a player like Jerm.
You got to be careful with whipping those grabs too. You want them, but like you pretty much can't go for it right now. But the thing is, at the end of the day, Sisqui is one of those people who has been here. He's one of the top contenders, one of the best from EU and the best from Spain. But he's shown why he deserves to be in that conversation amongst the top of the Logic, and he's starting to make that comeback right now. But he missed the air dodge and didn't grab the ledge, and that gives Jerm game number 1.
Yeah, really rare miss from Sisqui, and you know, it's one of those, he had the right idea. I smell blood. I have Jerm off stage. This is the chance when I actually, can at least bring him to his last stock, but just, unfortunately, a little bit of a tech flub and definitely paying for it dearly.
Yeah, but everything leading up to that point was all on Jerm.
Yes.
The reactions on the jumps, the ability to control stage, not falling for, like, you can't zone for free like you normally do as Samus. You're forced to box, but that air dodge not snapping to ledge or not putting him back on stage, taking away that momentum that he had. He was bringing it back. Like you said, he was at 8% for a very long time before he finally got hit, but now you have to fight this match down a game against the Villager who had complete control at the start.
But I mean, again, you got to imagine the start's not going to go as well for Jerm again, and we're going to be talking about a much different match. Because I'd be really surprised to watch Sisqui have the same start that he had.
Yeah, I don't think we see like a 2-0 and a handshake that is free, because Sisqui was making incredible adjustments. Jerm also playing to the matchup beautifully, almost had that dodge down coverage there with the dash attack as well.
But it does look like Jerm now is playing a little more defensive and slower than last match. Maybe kind of saying, hey, you made some adjustments and now it's time for me to make some too.
Yeah, and Sisqui is doing very well of dodging those. One thing that can happen as the set goes on is you put out that first one, you read the jump, and then you go for a down air or a nair and just smack Samus away to the point where they can't make it back, or Dark Samus.
Isn't Villager so cute when recovering?
No, that's a menace.
The balloons, the little tweet trying to flap like a bird.
Is struggling to get back on stage, but that is a menace to society. That village is not happy. The mayor has been causing problems. It's literally tearing everything down. The jabs coming through, boxing with the best of them. This is like definitely a better start for Sisqui though, because of how good the ledge trap has been going.
Yes, absolutely. And having a lead. But again, that up B, obviously Samuses are known for using it, in this case Dark Samus, but the biggest difference, in fact, these up Bs are stopping Jerm from just following the rocket to recover.
Yeah.
And it's really posing an issue and taking the stock as well.
I'm pretty sure that
first lead of the set.
I think that was a DI mix-up too, because it looked like he was on the right, on the left, and ended up somehow on the right-hand side and went straight up. So you'll take that if you're Sisqui, because that's one of the few things you weren't able to get a lot of in game one. The up Bs on these anti-airs and out of shield are being way better right now.
And even the grabs are timed better. Sisqui did it once last game as well as this game, but timing the intangibility of the grab so that the rocket doesn't actually hit him and cause any damage.
Uh-oh. Something bad that's happening to Jerm right now. Remember I was saying game one logic, how Sisqui was controlling the jump? That's pretty much exactly what's happening right now. The Jerm's going to find the down smash to get the up smash there.
You went for it 3 times!
Hey. Look, if it works, it works. If he dies, he dies.
Yeah, he did indeed lose that stock, that's for sure. Oh, how are you going to make this recovery so difficult? It's just beautiful patience and the way it just kind of Jerm maneuvered to get that ledge and avoid Sisqi's aggression.
Yeah, and now the thing is that, oh yeah, there it is again. Every time he's burned the first jump, Sisqui instantly covers. He knows that you want to double jump or you want to like sneak your way out, and that is now like the 5th time I've seen where Lloyd is in the way. He had to go low that time, but now you're being scared to jump. That was pretty free last time. I am so surprised to walk from the ledge trap. Dark Samus in general are one of the scariest ledge trappers, if not one of the best in the game. And you walked away after that morph ball was down. But Sisqui is just playing the air-to-air game so well. And he has this 2-stock lead. This has been a dominant adjustment. As he goes out to the pot of balloons, oh, I wish he would have went for corner, but he didn't want to give up the stock.
And the up B, by the way, has a menacing return. I don't know if he's going to make it back. He barely does, but does not matter. One shot to the face, Sisqui tying it up 1-1.
Smart shot from Sisqui. What does a villager want to do often there? Set up Lloyd, arrives fair. That beats both of that. The moment that you tried to go up from the stage, you were pretty much screwed. And like I can't really say enough. Sisqui saw the jumps, said those are mine. You want to be obvious where you're jumping, you want to be obvious at a disadvantage in the same spots, I'm going to eat that up with these up Bs. Yes. And then when you start trying to play around the up B, I'm going to forward air it. And Jerm could not adjust.
Absolutely.
That is the difference between being on this stage and playing a good matchup and being on this stage and being one of the best representatives of your character in the world and being a top contender.
And that was like great. Game 1 to game 2 was night and day, because a lot of the options that Jerm was kind of beating out before, Sisqui used the same options to deal with it, but he just chose different timing, chose different interactions. But it is a counter pick now. Jerm counter pick, Battlefield, going to give Jerm a lot more room to kind of move around in position to drop bowling balls from. But again, if Sisqui plays the same, I don't know if it's going to matter.
I think game 1, he got a lot of free tech chases on platforms too. Like, he got a lot of missed techs out of Sisqui on those platforms. So you have a little bit more options to do that. You have more recovery changes that you can go for too. You have the up B though, you can escape to that top platform. That down and up air is going to cover. But like, Jerm cannot win at ledge anymore. Like, that's been the biggest thing, is that Jerm cannot get off the side of the stage as Sisqui gets another stock.
Yeah, every time Jerm has touched that ledge, he has not come back. You now got to play pretty much for center stage. You can't go off stage ever, because Sisqui has demonstrated. You're going to take 80%, maybe lose your stock. You're not even on the ledge this time. You're just close to it and still taking the damage.
He did so much off of that down air and following it up off the ground bounce. Sisqui is just pressuring now. He realizes that he hasn't been able to answer any of that. Go for the drop off, goes for the reverse nair. He already used this jump.
Oh, the rocket was enough?
Oh my god, he's so lucky they got hit by the Lloyd rocket on the way in, because he had a free follow-up into forward air to take that out.
That homing attack missile was so cute from Sisqui. Great patience though from Jerm, saying, hey, you shot me last time, let me take some time before I actually recover, to at least avoid that killing option.
Yeah, Sisqui beating him out on the spot dodge here too. Sisqui putting out multiple more falls. Oh yeah, now you got to re-grab.
Go to the other side, go to the other side. All right, you made it back
that he's so lucky he won that minigame. Because if he did it, that's a reaction charge shot. So he's able to get away. A lot of damage coming from these jabs, though.
Oh, no, the charge shot definitely going through that pot, okay? It wasn't made of metal. It was just a bit of clay.
Hey, well, like, look, they were working before. You need them to work again. You need them to be made of titanium at this point. And you need better options from Ledge because he's getting beaten out all the time. Sisqui now up 3 stocks to 1.
Yeah, you got to imagine Sisqui pretty much walking it in at this point. Jerm. I mean, it is only so much Villager can do at a deficit like this. Trying to force out the force smash, not going to work. A rocket to cover him. But, I mean, you're off stage and you're fishing. A little bit of desperation being displayed, unfortunately.
Yeah, now down throw going for trying to read a DI out and off of that because he was expecting maybe an up air, and that could have sent him deep because that backer is very strong. Oh, reads the roll in. Yeah, like you said, it's starting to look like he's walking in at this point. Oh, he almost had the hitbox extension off the balloon that would have hit the up tilt.
Look, this is not Sisqi's first rodeo. Sisqui played this matchup earlier today. It's 2 rounds ago to be specific. The chase? Oh, okay. Sisqui was going for it.
He wanted it really bad. If he found that down air somewhere off the bottom of the blast zone, I think everybody in the crowd would have lost it. But now Sisqi's still up 2 stocks. It's pretty much like Jerm would have to find like a snipe on a bowling ball, but at this point, it's almost nothing that like he can find his way out of.
Yeah. One snipe on the bowling ball, I mean, it's just not going to do much, and that's it. It's a wrap. Beautiful adjustment from Sisqui. You could see he looked visually frustrated after game 1, but really he was just thinking in his hyperbolic time chamber of what do I need to do? How am I going to execute this plan? And if you watch games 2 and 3, you saw exactly what the plan was and how well he demonstrated it.
Yeah, and that parry right there is just, he knows that you want to get the party started. You need damage. You need something to get an opening, and it just could not happen. Like, you just could not find a way to get an opening, and for Sisqui, he's up the stock, so he can afford to go for parry and mess it up. He's going to take jabs at most, or maybe a down tilt or something. But all of these, those morphballs at the ledge, just trying to beat them out. Great tech from Jerm, kept himself alive, but I respect it.
Jerm has teched every single techable option off stage.
He really did, until like he had like that singular time where he got an untechable with the nair that almost cost Sisqui the game, but like he lost that game anyways. But that was immaculate adjustments from Sisqui. Like that is one of the skill differences that you see from people who have been in those spots. And Jerm showcased. Absolutely. He knew that matchup, but his jumps got a little too obvious after a while, and he just couldn't get off ledge.
He had a really good game plan, but his game plan didn't really allow for enough audible. Yeah, essentially. But speaking of someone else who's been on this stage time and time again, we have Hungrybox coming up.
We have Hungrybox versus. Okay, all right. So this name is a minigame challenge to the casters. We have BDC coming up versus Hungrybox. And Jigglypuff is going to be showing up on the stage. And I can't wait to see how he plays right now, because Hungrybox has had some strong moments, but not like deep runs, right? It's difficult to do that sometimes, but we've learned that Jigglypuff can succeed. Yeah. We've seen it happen,
like base mage, for example.
Yeah, with base mage. So I think that, for one,